Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for August 7th, 2026. We've got Intrigue, Renaissance, and Corn Guilds today. Citadel and Border Guard both making a return. So I don't see any thinning. We can trash coppers with Ducat, but that's not thinning, it's just replacing a copper with a better copper. So that's definitely a big limitation. For draw, we've got Lackeys, Advisor, Wishing Well, and then Footpad. The Footpad effect, I guess, doesn't look to be anything that's like actual draw from that, but Courtier gets turned into not a stop card, or potentially gets turned into not a stop card. And then Citadel can be draw, obviously double playing a draw card, but also double playing Border Guard, well, not Conspirator, but Border Guard Mining Village. For plus actions, we've got Mining Village and Academy and Citadel. So we should have a lot of actions to work with. Oh, and there's also villagers from Lackeys, so we can, yeah, with the combination of that and Academy and Citadel, I'd expect to be able to have a lot of actions. And then for gains, Courtier has plus buy and also gains gold. Ducat has plus buy, improve. Is not net gains, but it is a way to gain additional victory cards in a turn. Yeah, so what do we want to do to start with here? I wouldn't mind opening with a Ducat to be able to afford additional Lackeys. We could open Lackeys Ducats. Ultimately, we're going to want to just sort of stuff all the Border Guards, Lackeys, and Wishing Wells into the deck. Advisor, I guess Advisor is probably okay too. Advisor is generally at its worst when your deck has a mix of like good and bad cards, which this will because of the lack of trashing. But I think there may be enough draw overall that that's not too big of an issue. But I still think Lackeys is just going to generally be better. So at the very least, probably start with Lackeys. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to open with Advisor. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But then yeah, we're going to want to get a Footpad at some point. We're going to want to play with at least one Courtier, I would say. Oh, I should look at types for Courtier. Oh, that's not great. Only one dual type in Footpad. Definitely makes Courtier less appealing. I mean, we can just play with Ducat for plus buy and otherwise ignore Courtier. I think that would be reasonable. The gold gaining is nice because it's, you know, it does also draw a card, but maybe not worth it with all the coppers that we can't trash anyway. It might be better to just go with like Ducats plus like Conspirator payload. So in that case, yeah, I mean, I think opening with a Ducat because there's lots of cheap stuff to gain is good. I guess we could consider double Ducat actually. I don't know if that makes too much sense or not. Hmm. It's just at a 10-card deck. We know we'll still hit like 7 coins, except that we'll have some money smoothing if we need it. Hmm. Lackeys, Ducat means we end up triggering a shuffle. The other thing about Ducat, the early Ducats, is it does help us save up money for Citadel. I don't think we're opening with a 4 cost in any case. We might as well take 1 Ducat. Triggering a shuffle turn 3 could definitely be a good thing, though. I think I will get the lackeys. Alright, hopefully... But the bot didn't trash a copper? Why? We didn't draw the Ducat. I think... Take 1 more Ducat here. I really kind of want to be seeing one like every turn. Just have the option to have plus buy. Alright, let's get... I think we just get another lackeys. And maybe save the coffer towards Footpad Academy or maybe more so Citadel. Do that. I think we want to play this. We could take 1 more Ducat here and save all the coffers. We could also get a footpad. Which can then in turn help us save coffers up towards Citadel. I think I'm going to take 1 more Ducat. Alright, we can afford Citadel. The downside is that we are decently likely to not see an action card next turn. The other thing we could do is start with Academy. I think I'm just going to take the Citadel while I've got it. Alright, now I guess I'll take Academy. And... we got 6 coins. I wouldn't mind getting a Conspirator at this point. Maybe Lackey's Conspirator. Oh, there's also Footpad. We could get a Footpad. That might be a good idea. We only have 1 Villager, though. I guess that's technically enough. Yeah, let's get the Footpad. All right. Other lackeys. Two more lackeys. We need two more lackeys. We know we have one on top. Maybe not. Conspirator. I mean, obviously, it doesn't hurt to have the lackeys just like for the purposes of, you know, having them. Yeah, I guess I'll take the lackeys. Bottom deck in a state. Okay. I'm wondering about getting one more ducat here. I'm gonna take the last lackeys. I wouldn't. Oh no, wait. We bottom deck the conspirator. Oh, we must have. Yeah, the estate got discarded to the attack. Yeah. Okay. 8 coins is a more useful number, I will say. Yeah, maybe not. We've got plenty of buys anyway. The last lackeys, another conspirator. Do we want to spend 2 coins on a border guard? I think that's, or 2 coffers. I think that's probably fine, yeah. Maybe I should have discarded the lackeys there, not sure. Look at this shuffle. We only have 2 buys right now. 8 coins. I mean, it's enough for 2 more conspirators or maybe conspirator mining village. Which seems fine. It could even be double mining village. Yeah, I mean, it's less about the villager and more about not wanting to top deck like a copper or ducat. I think we want at least 1 mining village. Do we want 2 mining villages or do we want another conspirator? Like I think we can do another conspirator. Got a good amount of villagers. Okay, 1 more mining village. Wait, should we get another ducat now? Maybe. I think so. 1 more mining village, 1 more conspirator. Another conspirator, another mining village. We have 4 ducats. Bot has 2. and a courtier. We have 5 buys. The bot has 4 buys. At some point we should think about adding an improve. That's more of like a scoring phase thing. Or maybe like a little light on villagers. Are we? How many villagers did we start this turn with? Ended with 3 before we bought these 2 cards. We paid 1, 2, 3. Hard to read. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we start with 7. We haven't added any terminals to our deck though, so like, do we need another mining village? I don't know. I think I will take one. All right, do we lead with the mining village? I think we do. What all did we bottom deck here? 2 lackeys. 2 lackeys, a copper, and not a conspirator. Not a ducat. Okay, so certainly take some more conspirators. You said we have 5 buys, the bot has 4. There's not like an imminent pile-out threat. Improve will be good for turning things into duchies, but that's not really something we immediately want to do anyway. If we lower conspirators 2 more, we could. Like, we've got our 5 buys. We could take a ducat and a bunch of conspirators and lower it to where like we'd be within. Oh, but we wouldn't have the gains to like empty piles and score. Still could be worth taking 1 more ducat to further increase our reach. We could also take a courtier. Like, the golds aren't great like to have in your deck over a long course of time. You can't draw them, but we like the end of the game, which is where we're getting to, they definitely look better. So maybe we take a courtier. It also gives us the like an additional buy. And a conspirator, a conspirator, a conspirator. Yeah, I think that looks good. We did bottom deck a mining village, I think. Yeah, we must have done. We should probably just lead with lackeys here. We got 10 villagers. Okay, the bot did lower this stuff. It didn't lower it enough for us to win. I don't think, as we have 6 gains by 4 ducats, a courtier. But if we score this turn, should be in good shape. Ooh. What is down there? What are your copper? Yeah, I don't want to trigger that shuffle. That's annoying. Okay, so the bot still has 4 gains. So if we take like right, we have 4 ducats, it has 2. It has a courtier, yeah, 4 gains. So if we take 2 conspirators and literally any points, then we're in a position to win. Because it has 4 gains. I mean, I think we want to take a province. We can afford province double conspirator. We can get extra money from popping the mining villages. We have 3 of those. Do we just hold on to the 5 coffers, or is it worth adding like a border guard or a wishing well or both? Well, the bot does have an improve. Okay, hold on. That does give it a 5th gain. It can't improve into ducats. So that, I don't know if that actually matters. You can improve mining village or conspirator into duchy, but it can't get a province, and it could empty the ducats and get a duchy. But yeah, if we take province double conspirator, okay, yeah, I think this should be fine then. But yeah, the question is, do we spend coffers to add more debt control? I think I think we're not. Wishing Well is pretty good for recovering the cards that we discard to the footpad attack, if we discard cards to the footpad attack. So don't mind doing that. The bot does have a lot of coffers stored up. We do have the mining villages that we can pop. So if it just goes all in for provinces, how many provinces do we think the bot can get? We just gained 2 conspirators. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 conspirators. So the bot has 1. It's got the 7 starting coppers plus ducats. So that's 7, 8, 9. 3 golds, no, 4 golds. 12, so that's 21. Courtier could potentially get as much as 6. That'd be 27. Footpad 28, 29. Mining Village is 4 is 33. So it could get like 4 provinces. Well, 35 with the improve. And they could get to as much as 45 with the 10. I don't think there's any way the bot is drawing that well, to be fair. Like, it hasn't been showing that. And it has all these golds it has to draw through, but that does make me think that we probably want to save the coffers. The bot's low on villagers. Okay, so we could win with Province Estate and 4 ducats. That should be doable. That's not that much money. 18. And we have the 6 gains, right? Yeah. Go ahead and trash that. Well, we do need to find all of our gains. Which means we need this courtier. We found all the gains. We didn't find the footpad, but I guess that doesn't matter. There we are. Yeah, so I guess as it turns out, I could have used a little bit more draw. Throwing in like a few wishing wells or advisors or something would have been nice. I mean, I shouldn't have needed that draw until the end there. So like maybe it was correct not to take it and to just like pile on the conspirators. The bot, yeah, like I said, courtier gaining gold. Like during the game, you are adding stop cards to your deck. You are making it harder to draw, and the bot did not take any additional draw to compensate for that. So it wasn't really drawing its deck, and that seems like a problem. Also, it took 2 ducats and never trashed any copper. What's up with that? I noticed that in the opening. I didn't notice that the second time. That's just, yeah, not good. Yeah. So more little things than big things there, I think, making the difference between our decks. I mean, obviously, you know, as first player, you always have that advantage, but those are the things I think I would point to. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.